This video is sponsored by Styl, but more on that later. Welcome all. It's not done, but it's definitely getting there. The garage in Ipswich, the rest of the house is just cardboard boxes everywhere, but this is the first place we wanted to get to at least a good solid semi-livable area. This is really, for me, the magic of the place. It's a garage that is a good 50% wider and a good 50% longer, making it, I don't know if you call it a double garage, but it's about twice the size of a normal garage. So this is the dream. Chill out area here, and behind it, a space for 2 or 3 bikes or do some work on the Bonneville, and also just be able to chill here. On the Chesterfield sofa, we're going to get a flat screen TV there. You've got the coffee table. Everything's just nice and comfortable. But I get to chill next to the Bonneville different motorbikes. I'll give you a tour of this place. Later on, I think I'll do a little house tour. But for now, the really exciting bit for me. Lounge area here. So our Chesterfield sofa, I have to put a pic up here. Danny kindly came over to help me. We drove from Ipswich in a van, and we had to get this, amongst other stuff, out of the Belvedere flat. It took us about 20 minutes to get it out of the flat, get it to the lift, and it wouldn't fit in the lift. It was too tall and it was too wide. And I must have blocked this out of my mind through sheer levels of stress 12 years ago when I first moved this into Belvedere. I think the delivery guys must have carried it up by themselves, 2 guys, and I must have paid them a tip if they promised they could bring it up, something like that. Maybe it jogs my mind. But Danny and I trying to take this down, it took 1 hour. It's like that episode of Friends where Ross is going, pivot, pivot.
Here we go, pivot. Pivot anymore.
And it was the worst experience, I'm sure Danny will agree, that we have ever had. By the end of it, you don't care, you're just dragging the sofa along the ground. But it's such a good quality sofa that it made it without a scratch. Had it 12 years and it's still perfect. The thing with these sofas, these old Chesterfields, they will last a lifetime, and I love it for that, especially if you do some work on the bike, you're a bit oily, you're a bit filthy. It's just such a good sofa to wipe clean. Next up, so much of this is Monica's doing. Facebook Marketplace it's a dream. It's so amazing what you can get. So this solid wood coffee table, beautiful, these metal rivets in it. This was, I think it was advertised at something like 70. Monica got it for £30. So Monica's just spent the past 3 days basically going around Suffolk in the Jeep, picking up different stuff. Vintage Persian rug. I mean, I would love to know the story. Where has this traveled around the world? I love the patina, the age on it, everything. It's perfect. I'll now grab the camera and do a first person view of the rest. Before I finish giving you the garage tour, this video is sponsored by Styl. Styl is an eSIM provider, providing eSIMs for over 200 locations around the world. So gone are the days when you'd get to a new country on your travels and you'd desperately, immediately be worrying about unexpected, huge roaming charges and how can you use your phone, and then you've got to look for a SIM card in that local country, take out your tiny little SIM card, put this local one in and try and navigate setting this up. All of that wasted time is now gone with Styl. This is what you have to do. Download the Styl app, pick the country or region where you're going to. You can do either country or region, so if I'm going on a Euro trip, I'll just pick Europe as a region and that will cover the vast majority of countries. Then at checkout, use code Freddie, that's block capitals Freddie, for 15% discount. Finish following all of the instructions on the Styl app, and that is it. It is as easy as that. Within a minute, you'll be fully connected in every country you go to, just like a local. You can pick the data sizes that you want. For example, I always pick the most intensive because I do loads of streaming, watching Netflix and uploading videos. And it's the ease of use that sets Styl apart. That app is so user-friendly, and on top of that, once you've downloaded the Styl eSIM, you only ever have to do it once. You don't have to download an eSIM for every individual country you go to. Download it once, then in the future, wherever you choose to go, you just use that eSIM for the future countries' SIM cards. It is the easiest eSIM offering that I've ever used in my life. So if you are interested in giving Styl a try, you can go to styl.com/Freddie. You can click on the QR code that pops up here, and of course you can simply use code Freddie at checkout. So thanks Styl for sponsoring the video. So I just love the exposed brick for a start. Any little area that that has a shelf on already, we're just filling it to make it as homely as possible. This is a hand-done sketch by Lester, whose story will be in volume 2 of the Lost Biker Stories, Ace Cafe, back in the 1960s. That's his sketch of one of his memories. Mid-century cabinet, again another ridiculously big piece of furniture that won't fit in any room apart from here, so it's lucky that we've managed to fit it. Little coffee spot there, a few books, Bond Cars, Motor Racing in the Golden Age, McQueen's Motorcycles, I love that book, and Roaming by Rourke, that's a great book too. I can't get over how great it feels to have the Bonneville in here next to the Chesterfield sofa. It's fantastic. You can see there's loads of stuff we still need to tidy up, but I thought I'd give you a little tour now. I don't even want to look at that right now. I need to hide that and put it out of my memory. That's all of the tiling gear that's been used non-stop for the past 2 to 3 weeks. Wingman, just finished a little trip with that. Shelving unit again, making the most of all of the stuff. Got a couple of tool rolls on display. My first European biking trip. Let me show you this. May 2014. I did this with a friend on my Triumph Speed Triple. That's me there in all of my leathers. And we went down to Croatia and back over the course of, I think, something like 10 days. This is us just wild camping on what we thought was a lovely area. Then we woke up, we were literally camping on a road. Yeah, it's not the finest touring bike, but it made it. Not without a hiccup, that would be a lie, but it made it. So that's going through the Black Forest. I mean, some of the scenery we saw was phenomenal. Put that back there, pride of place. This is a nice workbench because this garage used to be for someone who owned classic vehicles. So that's why they had a double-sized garage. There was a classic in here and they did a lot of work themselves on the cars. So you've got loads of stuff for workshop and bits and pieces. I just need to tidy everything away here. YouTube plaque, pride of place, and that's me last year, Goodwood Festival of Speed, doing the run. And the driveway itself, that's a 4, 5, maybe even 6 car driveway, which is excellent. And then that's the view from the back. Equally as good because there's a shutter on the front of the garage and also a shutter on the back of the garage. I won't show the garden yet because it's still a mess. You can just see a glimpse there of a chicken run that I've been smashing to pieces. But you can open it up and it really feels like it's all connected. Also, it feels great having space to drive the Jeep right up to the garage because I just like opening the garage door, and we've left this open the whole time, and just pull the Jeep up next to it because I like seeing the front view of the Jeep. I haven't done it yet. And a hose so I can actually clean my own vehicles, which is a real treat for me. I haven't been able to do that for 12 years. I will, and I think Monica would agree, truthfully. We'll miss Belvedere over in Southeast London because we've been there so long. 11, coming up to 12 years. I can't believe that. There's a reason we stayed so long, and that's because, yeah, we love the flat. We were in London yesterday, and it was our last night there. And, you know, we rode into London, Tottenham Court Road area, going into Soho. Yeah, it's really nice. It's nice being that close in, but also equally, it's really nice having this space like this. So we're really delighted by this, but we'll definitely miss Belvedere massively, but it feels great that it's going to just the best possible people who I know will enjoy it, so that's amazing. Plan for today, I finally, they're probably illegal now. Getting both of the tyres changed. Michelin kindly sent me a set of their Road Classic tyres, and they dropped them off at Poulson Creative over in Malden, Essex. So I'm going to ride over there. It's about 40 minutes to get there, and maybe an hour or two it will take to change the tyres. So I'll just go there, chill out, and yeah, any excuse for a nice ride, chill out in a cool spot. Let's hit the road. It's really nice heading off from the garage and being able to push the Bonneville out. So let's go. Oh, and I forgot to say, plans to just finish the place off. Flat screen TV in the corner, darts board on the wall there, and a fold away pool table that will go on this side of the garage that will just fold up flush to the wall. Basketball hoop outside, and then done. Just thought, why not turn it into a proper good times place where you can be watching TV, ogling at the bikes, throw some darts, shoot some balls. Is that what you call it in pool? I don't know. Hit some balls with a cue with pool. God, that does not sound right. But basically just fun, because what's the point in being too serious? Let's just make it about good times here. The level of skill that Gary's got making those hats, it's phenomenal seeing him actually do his thing. So, updates on the Bonneville. They're doing the tyres at the moment. 2 brand new Michelin Road Classics, very kindly sent over courtesy of Michelin. There is a lot of wear on the rear wheel hub and all of the internals in that, like fairly severe wear, so I need to get that booked in as soon as possible. I think probably within the next month I'll get that sorted, but actually changing the tyre and everything that goes around that, it is a much more in-depth process than I appreciated, from balancing the tyres, taking everything off, checking the internals, lubing everything. Yeah, it's a decent size of a job, but it just looks so nice. I went in there about 2 minutes ago just to see those brand new tyres getting balanced. I think it's probably been about maybe even 20,000 miles on that set, so it's pretty good going. Sorry if I've chopped off the top of my head, but this is my pick from all of the bikes in here at the moment. It's a 2008 Harley-Davidson Softail Deluxe. The first motorbike that I ever rented was when I was 30 years old in Tenerife, and we were living there for 7 months. And Monica, for my birthday, my 30th, she got me a gift of a Harley-Davidson Softail Deluxe in Tenerife for 2 days. And when I went to pick this bike up, I thought it was the most beautiful looking bike I've ever seen in my life, but they're really, really rare in the UK. So to see one of these here for sale now at under £9,000 brings back all of those memories, and I still feel, after all those years, I feel like this is, in my eyes, one of the best looking bikes, full stop, that I've ever seen. It's just got those massive front and rear mudguards, beautiful mini 8 bars. It's got that nice era where everything still feels very mechanical. I'm a massive, massive fan of these. I think one day a Softail Deluxe will very possibly be a garage mate of the Bonneville. It's a stunning looking bike. What a great day. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Feels good that the Bonneville has a brand new set of Michelin Road Classics on. Always a pleasure to go and see the team at Poulson. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks to Styl for sponsoring this video. Remember, if you're interested in checking out Styl, you can go to styl.com/Freddie or download the app and use code Freddie for 15% discount.